Good evening, all. Welcome to another episode of the No Filter Podcast, live from Lena Park Community Center in in Dorchester, Massachusetts.
See, you already
Uh,
messing up. See, look at that. Look at that.
my
Look at
name
that. Look at that.
is
Hey, man.
Strickland. I'm the organizer for Family and Friends, Living Healthy, a summer Saturday morning walking group. And to my left,
Oh, my bad. It's my turn. Yeah, man. It's yours truly, some guy, man, from Massachusetts. Y'all know this voice, man. Carl, Kaz, the Golden Voice, all of that jazz, man. We back with the March 16th edition of the No Filter Podcast, man. First of all, let me just give a shout out to brother Juwan, who was here. What was that? Like 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, man. Now that episode was crazy, 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 man. So, and also too, let me just give a shout out to Andrea, for inviting us over to
Black History Heritage
yeah,
event on February
the
27th.
27th.
Great time.
That was right after the what was that? The blizzard.
Yeah, yes.
Yo, man.
Yeah.
Let me just say, if you are living anywhere on the East Coast right now, the weather is like bipolar, super. But hold on, I gotta put on my California accent.
Hey.
Hold on, it's super bipolar. And so we just went from like
Blizzard
a blizzard with like 1,900 inches of snow
to 70
to
degrees.
no to tank tops, capris, and
Shorts.
right that part. So and right now we in the middle of March, not March but March if you're from Cali, because they put hard on their accents out there. So and today's weather's not so bad. It's a little rainy, but we're gonna make it the best of it, because you know why? The No Filter Podcast is your sunshine, baby. I'm just saying. So we're gonna do what we do.
With your pocket full of sunshine.
You already know, man. Hey, we're walking on sunshine. Yeah, you know what I mean? You do what we do. So again, man, shouts to everybody, man, who has stepped up, and really come join us on the podcast so far. We're not done.
Yep, there's more guests
There
in
is
the
so
coming
much
weeks
more to
ahead.
go. Yeah, man. So do what you gotta do. And keep it locked in, man. Man, Rakiem, I heard you got some stuff that you want to talk about today.
Yes, I do. Yeah. Three things. You know, you know this all too well.
I
Matter
do?
of fact, we both do.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about three things this evening: the state of DJing, exposing people to different genres, and the day our library changed forever. So let's talk about it. The state of DJing. What do you think? I know when me and you we talking off air, you go on your rants. So let's go on one of your rants this evening.
Y'all had me get dressed for this. Man, I could have stayed home in my boxers and a t-shirt and put on what's the news channel? What is that? Boston 25, and called Son's Pizza and had them deliver me some food, yo. No, so it's all good though, bro. Hey, man, so you want to talk about the state of DJing?
Yeah.
Is this from like?
I mean, in general, because DJs they're scared to pull out different genres of music.
All right, well, before we even go there, all right, I will say that two things.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that depending on who that next special guest is, I'm trying to really get some heavy hitters in the DJ community from Boston to come in.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at my guy right now, because I need numbers and I need contacts and all of that. And we're trying to work some things out behind the scenes. But I'm trying to get some people in here, because I feel like this episode here, this is going to be a continuation of that.
The first episode.
Yeah, it's going to be, and it's been a while. It's been a while since we touched on this. It's been a while since it's happened. So, the state of DJing, it's I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. It's watered down. Um, there are way too many people doing it. Um, and it's almost like if you have no skill, but you can just grab a laptop, controller, or a pair of turntables
That's it.
and a laptop and download, records or songs, files and whatnot, that's supposed to make you a DJ. And
Yeah.
it does not. It does not do that. What it does is if you don't study the craft of the art form and you just jump right in, it's almost like sports.
Hmm.
You know, you got these, young cats, man, who want to be 18, 19 years old, but they want to play sports, but they don't know nothing about that sport. We don't have that in
DJing.
DJing. The art form itself is watered down. I'm conflicted, man, because like for me, I didn't come up in the controller
Yeah. Well,
era. I didn't come up in the well, okay, maybe I did, but my start specifically, and then once we
uh,
found out where we were when we merged and
yeah.
what happened those many years ago, which I promise y'all will get
More
y'all gonna get the full story. Shout out to my man Tony D. Um,
behind the scenes.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got to give him credit too, man, because what he has coming up on his podcast is gonna be so sick, so sick. Um, but you know, for me, man, when I was growing up, I came up in the cassette slash CD slash still somewhat turntable era.
Hmm.
Um, and in my case, it was very, very difficult. I'm not gonna go too much into it because we got other things that I want to talk about, like on that subject matter, on some other hidden projects, if you know what I mean. But that's the era that I came up in. Rest in peace to my dad, who
Hmm.
was a DJ. He did it for some time. And so it runs in the blood. And then shout outs to my step pops. He DJ'd for quite a while. And you know what's interesting? I always find it interesting, man, when I hear other stories from other DJs. Um, and I hear their stories and I hear the love for DJing. Back then in the 70s and 80s, and I'm gonna start right there and I'm gonna work my way back up. Back in the 70s and 80s, when we started out in this thing, we did not do it for the love. We did not, I'm sorry, we did not do it for the money.
Right.
We did not do it for the fame. We didn't do it for, um, to make a quick get rich
Yeah.
scheme. We didn't do it for that. We did it because it was
The
something,
love of the game.
right?
Mhm.
That, and then just the love of music overall, man. Like that's where it starts.
Yeah.
You know, growing up, my mom's, she always played feel good, man. And like henceforth the reason why I have an old soul. I know I'm over here telling on myself tonight, but it's all good though. Um, you know, in the 80s and 90s, it um it 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 even then it became more or less about like the battle scenes. If we talking hip hop, it was more or less about the battles. Um, there is one element of DJing though that does get overlooked, and I'm gonna touch on it in a little while because I think it is relatively important.
Okay.
Um, and then like I would say like really by like the 90s, I'm gonna say by like the early 90s up until in my humble opinion probably about maybe like oh god, maybe like '09, maybe 10, 2010,
Yeah,
2010.
yeah,
Um, it's become very wavy. Um,
yeah,
and yeah, okay, sure, you have those people that will say music changes, genres of music change every but so often.
yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We was gonna continue, but that we was gonna jump into that.
Um, but what about booking a DJ and having that DJ play the stuff that makes people feel good?
Okay, now this leads us to our next one. Exposing people to different genres of music because I, wa- I was I was listening to I was listening to some '60s rock. You know, I seen a comment. It said people look at him and like he has. I'm paraphrasing the comment. People look at him like he has two heads, 10 heads, because he listens to rock, and he said he was black,
Mm,
and that and that and people responded and said music is music, and music has no color.
right,
Ain't that right,
right.
Carl?
No, that's definitely right. Music has no color. Music has no sex. Music, well, I mean, it does have, well,
Right.
I mean, if you want sex, I mean, you just call Cardi B for that, yo. I mean, she'll give it up. She ain't got no problem. Hey, man, but it doesn't have an age limit. It doesn't have a
Yeah.
what do you call it? Like a
And they say and they say music I have no favorite decade of music. I'm gonna let you know now. I had no favorite decade of music. Every decade's different. Um, I have no favorite genre. I'm letting y'all know now. It's how I'm feeling and how we're feeling. Ain't that right? Ain't that right?
he talking to y'all. He Nah, man. See, this goes back to I was watching a video, and this was years ago. Yo, quick shameless plug, right?
Mhm.
For anybody who's into documentaries, you got to go watch the documentary of Grandmaster Flash. And it's called The Get Down. So, Grandmaster Flash talks about this very subject that we're actually speaking about tonight. Back in the 70s and 80s, again, 60s and 70s, they're
What?
I think I messed up because I think I forgot a whole generation of DJs, yo.
Oh,
Because even before like cats like Grandmaster Flash, like there were people who just played records.
yeah, they were playing disco, funk, soul, rock.
Right.
Yeah,
But not necessarily on turntables though. You were playing records,
and
but you
my
let those records play though.
play the whole way.
Right. You know? And even in, like the 70s, when you go to certain clubs back then, there was records. There was those 9, 10-minute, 15-minute records
Yeah.
that you could play, go to the bathroom, you could see the girl with the black sweatshirt on, and she got her Kangos on and whatnot,
Yeah,
and
still,
and
music still be playing.
right, you come back to your seat, and don't let me steal your chicken
Mhm.
wings, but it's cool. But those records were still playing. Um, and so for anybody who's into music or you just curious on what is or what makes a DJ these days, um, look up Grandmaster Flash and listen to what he says, how he talks about his uh
The DJ.
that but more or less like damn it. There's a word that I'm looking here for and I can't think of it. But he's very passionate about the art of DJing.
Mm.
Because back then, going back to what you just said, music has no color. But you know what did have color? Vinyl records back then.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was different because the rock record, may have been blue. The R&B record may have been orange. The disco record may have been green.
Country may have been blue.
Right, because again, they were color coordinating the vinyl records back then. They didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
They knew what they were doing, but they didn't.
Separating them by genre.
Right, but they didn't know what they just all the people who were selling records back then. They just gave them to people, and because people knew that they had to have it. That's all they knew.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know. Damn. In 20 minutes, I'm about to buy this 45, and
I'm about to buy this 45 of the Bee Gees,
and I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Not knowing that particular Bee Gees record probably got a break on it. Shout out to all my DJs who know what a break is. Listen, again, man, you got to go watch the documentary, man. Grandmaster Flash talks about this very thing, being exposed to different genres of music, man. It's healthy.
Yeah.
It is healthy. It opens your mind.
Yeah. That's what we need. It opens up your mind. Instead of hearing the same genres every day, that gets
repetitive.
Yeah. Yeah.
So again, like I said on the very first podcast, I don't care what city or state you are in. You need to book a DJ who can take your people on a musical journey, because that's what it's all about. Grandmaster Flash even talks about that.
The musical journey.
The musical journey. Kool Herc even talks about that. You can go look up documentaries on Kool Herc. There are documentaries on DJing. Go look them up, yo. Y'all look up everything else. Y'all look up Love and Hip Hop. Y'all look up World Star. Y'all look up when somebody passes away, but you can't go look up why
you go up on TikTok.
Facts. You go on TikTok, but y'all can't take
Facebook.
Right. But y'all can't go and take a second to go say, you know what? I don't know about this particular thing, but someone I do know, let's just label as that. Someone I do know says, damn, you know what? I'm really passionate about this genre or this craft, or they're really passionate about it, excuse me.
Yeah.
And I might not know much about it, but I'm gonna go do some research on it, because you know what? Because this person is very passionate about it, so I want to learn more about it.
Same DJ, same thing about music too.
Right,
different genres. Be like, yeah. He done pull out. Yeah. I lost my thought.
Take your time. Take your time.
Yeah. So he said being passionate. He said being passionate about genres. Like, yeah, I need to look up. If you want to learn more about a certain genre, you can just look or type it on the internet. It'll give you a summary, a basic overview.
You got AI.
Yeah.
Right.
It'll tell you all the characteristics of the genre.
Right.
Themes.
Right. Artists associated with it.
Instrumentals.
Right.
Like for example, you look up R&B, it'll give you a brief overview, probably tell you.
Y'all can go look up Leon Thomas Mutt.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can't go look up the R&B blends. Oh, my bad. Shameless plug. My bad. We over here plugging us in.
Say look up some pop. If I give you Taylor Swift, Madonna,
right,
Adele, Walk, it'll probably give you a bunch. Walk. It'll give you a lot of different artists, singers, bands from different decades.
Yep.
Rolling Stones,
right,
Alice in Chains, the Beatles, Maroon 5. Yeah.
See, he just want to be in his bag tonight. That's where he want to be. Y'all gotta understand this is my brother right here. It's like my opposite twin. You know what I mean? So if he says it, I'm thinking it. If I'm thinking it, he's saying it.
Yeah.
You can't
And then Imagine Dragons. If I give you that for Modern Walk. What?
Yo, let me ask you a question, man.
What?
What you eat good tonight?
Yeah, I didn't eat anything yet.
So you just
I'm feeling something.
okay.
Yeah, I'm feeling that music.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Nah,
Nah,
yeah,
man.
nice little names for country. You'll give you a whole lot as well.
Right. Right.
EDM.
Oh man. See, and you know what? Again, like I said,
Funk, salsa, merengue, reggaeton. What?
ay, papi. No. But nah, man. There's so many different documentaries on certain things, man. And all I'm saying is that go research, man. Go research what makes an actual DJ, and then just think about some people. Think about people who you may hear on the internet, not the internet, but the internet.
Yeah, or you may heard on the playing over the radio.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let's move up to the 80s and 90s, right? Because even in the 80s and 90s, what did Ice Cube say on oh god, what's the name of that joint? We have it.
What is it?
The Slaughterhouse joint.
Yeah.
What he say? He said hip hop started in the West.
Yeah.
That was, and he lied.
And I feel like that was a sub toward the East. Yeah.
Quite so.
Yeah.
Quite so. Right. So, as we all know, hip hop started in the Bronx. If you know, started in New York.
Yeah.
Right. But what happened in the 80s, I'm gonna say late 80s, early 90s, DJing was then evolved into a higher level. And first of all, let me just say too, because I almost forgot to mention this too. This particular craft or artistry has been around only for 50 plus years. We just started this. Technically, I'm talking about with the two turntables and a mixer. Yeah. We just started this form of DJing.
Yeah, you say modern form.
And it has exploded just from one city and state throughout the entire being of this world, yo.
Yeah.
Crazy.
DJing out in Spain, Ibiza, France, all over.
What the hell, man? Yo, you got your passport? I'm just saying, like, what you be looking up, yo?
I don't know. We both be digging the stuff.
Man, I be digging up my nose, man. No sense, yo. No, but this particular form of DJing, man, has really been something. So back in the early, what did I say?
80s and 90s.
80s and 90s? It exploded. And I'm going to tell you how, because you have cats like Rob Swift, Mr. Sinister, Lightning Rich, rest in peace. All of these guys took the art of DJing to higher heights. And what they're not going to tell you in terms of the internet or in a college textbook, I should say. They're not going to tell you that these guys elevated the DJ game, because what these guys did was they sharpened iron sharpens iron, as they say, as the Bible says. Right?
Yeah.
So they took that and they literally expounded on that and said, okay, you know what? We're going to take our resources that we have and we're going to use them to the best of our ability. Watch this. And we're going to battle.
Yeah.
We're going to battle. So basically in hip hop, you got to the point where you started doing tricks with your body. you started getting to the point where you could manipulate certain records, and guys, listen, there's
Mhm.
um you can do research on this too. You know, you can take two copies of the same record
Mhm.
and manipulate it
Yep.
and make it do something else.
Yeah. Yeah, we know that all too well.
Um and
That's why we yeah.
uh you know, don't be afraid to study your music. I will say that.
Yeah, we can manipulate on different genres too.
Quite so.
Yeah.
Quite so.
Yeah.
So, you know, guys like I said, Mr. Sinister, Rob Swift, and these guys were just they would practice on hip hop records, right? Because the battles are hip hop themed based. But what they did, at least rest in peace to the OG Rock Raider. Rock Raider, he took this culture, a part of it, and he added his own signature style to it, man. And so he took whatever was available, flipped it, did body tricks with it, and even and again, what they're not going to tell you in a college textbook, you can get trophies from this particular artistry. Now don't get it twisted, because just like with any other battle, there's politics. What did we say back in February, about a month ago?
Yeah.
There's politics and everything,
Yeah.
right? So, don't get misconstrued, man, because the battles, they can get misjudged, misinformed, misled too. And it's all either, it has a lot to do with like one fan over the other, one DJ over the other. Um, More or less, judges going with, excuse me, who they felt was hot,
Yeah.
why they,
I
so
like a brand. I
yeah,
like a big name.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, these things happened. In the late, mm,
Said 80s and 90s.
now we're gonna move up from like the 90s to the early 2K, right?
Okay.
Because even while the battles were still happening, and I did not we did not touch on this, but we got to touch on it because
Okay. What's that?
this is where we get our inspiration from.
Yeah.
Was the radio.
Yeah. I was for racing. Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
yes, you had cats like Red Alert, Mr. Magic, rest in peace. Mr. Magic broke a lot of. Mr. Magic is responsible for a lot of our classic hip hop. If you don't know who Mr. Magic is, you can go do research on Mr. Magic too. I suggest y'all do your homework tonight. That's what the name of this podcast is called, Doing Your Homework.
Okay.
And go research Mr. Magic, go research Red Alert. Hell, let's bring it back home. Go research some of the Boston DJs who were even probably doing it back then. Radio is one of the greatest forms of communication ever. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
Being a radio DJ is probably one of the greatest forms of communication ever,
Yeah.
right? But where it got
What did?
jaded
Mm-hmm.
in 1996, when they started implementing that whole DMCA Act, and how they wanted certain radio stations to practice. Let me see if I can get my terminology right, because I can hear my former radio managers looking at me right now. I can see them looking at me. Um, I think it's payola or plugola, one of the two. They wanted certain radio stations to start implementing certain things like that. See, this was a lot of y'all don't know. So they wanted that because the FCC felt as if people were better off with familiarity and repetition. Why? Because repetition is what people know. People are familiar with certain things.
Yep.
People are familiar with
the same
same 25 different records in a row every week.
in the same genre.
Right. So, this was in 96. And we are now in
30 years out.
Yeah, 2K26. And a lot of people, bro, I can't tell you how many times I've seen it. And you know we're about to go with this too, because we've talked about this. You know, I can't tell you how many times I've heard the phrase radio is dead. Radio is dead. Radio is dead. Hip hop is dead. Hip hop is dead. So this is my personal thing on it.
Saying radio's dead. Okay.
I believe hip hop is not dead. Because if you wake up and you know about that boom bap, and you know about a pair of turntables, a mixer, or you know how to b-boy. If you shout to all my b-boys and my b-girls out there, word up. You know what I mean? I'm not from Boston right now. I'm from Brooklyn. You know, I'm talking to you all like I'm from Brooklyn right now. Word up. So if you know about those things, or if you used to do graffiti back in the day, where you go and you walk in the Ashmont Station and you used to go right on the trains and the walls and whatnot.
Around New York too.
Around in New York. Hey, even in Cali, you know, shout out to my people out there in Detroit. What's good though? Texas, they had it. You think they had hip hop in Nebraska?
They might. I mean, they might.
Shout out to the Midwest hard.
Chicago.
All each and every time, yo. But the point is, man, hip hop is not dead because it's a lifestyle. It's a way of living. It's a way of thinking, eating, sleeping, and taking a crap, because we all do that, man. If you love hip hop, you know what's up. Now, as far as radio is concerned, boy, this is why I wish, like, the guest who I want to have come in a couple weeks, man. I can't wait to bring this topic back up, man, because it's essential, right? Do I believe radio is dead? Yes. Right. You want to know why? Because radio stations are not booking. They're not doing it right. They're not seeking out the talent the right way they should. They're not.
Hey.
You mad or not? If you radio PD, I'm talking to you right now. Not the listener, not your 5 or 6 whack DJs you got on your lineup. I'm just saying, oh, my bad. I'm coming in here to hear some films tonight. You know, this is the No Filter podcast, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't want to hear none of that. People should be, you know how they say treat people how you want to be treated?
Yeah.
The same principle should apply in radio, yo. Give people what they want to hear. You know, there's 24 hours in a day. Why are you playing the same 20 records in rotation?
Yeah. I'm about to drop a bomb cell. Our library has
Hey, you're doing too much, my guy. Doing too much, my guy. They're not even supposed to know that, yo. Just know, when we play, it is a different story. And I promise, we're gonna get to us, but this is all a setup.
Yeah,
it's all a setup.
Get to us in about 5 minutes.
But if someone were to ask me, when do I think radio is dead? When do I think radio's gone dead? Honestly, I'm gonna say it's hard, because I grew up, and I was just saying this to Reggie, maybe like a couple weeks ago, yo. For me, man, again, as some of y'all may remember on the first podcast, Word Up, I grew up fortunate enough listening to live radio, so I didn't get Boston didn't get that pre-recorded stuff. If it did, it was because the person wasn't around. They couldn't be there that day.
Yeah.
So you had to figure out how to pre-record your mixes.
Yeah, like if something came up.
Right. So, in my years of early listening to the radio. We're gonna go back a bit. Um, and Tony D, I know you behind the scenes, my man, but if you're listening, there's a guy who is my inspiration, and I need to get this guy in here. We need to get this guy in here along with a few other heavy hitters because it is noted. And I want I want that episode to be an exclusive because that particular podcast, man, is going to be so crazy because at that point, we all going to be geeking out.
Yes. Yeah.
So in my early years of listening to the radio, man, Drew Nice was prominent. He was prevalent in my radio search, my radio journey. Clinton Sparks was prominent in my radio journey. And right now, I'm just keeping it Boston. I'm just keeping it Boston right now. So work with me, y'all. We're in Dorchester. We're in Roxbury. We in Mattapan. We in JP right now.
We're in Rosendale.
We in Rosendale. Hey, shout out to Boston House of Pizza. They got some good pizza over there too. If you fat like me, you want to go get some food, yo, go do that. Chief Rakiem OD was a part of my radio journey. LBD, Reggie B. Shout out to Reggie B's, man. I'm probably forgetting a few other people from the early Hot 97 days, but it's all good. It's all love, man. These guys were my start. Okay. Then we cross over to New York. All right. So you got Flex, Kid Capri, Triple Threat, DJ Assassin, DJ Create. I mean, man, like there was just so many people in New York that was just heavy. DJ Enough, Mr. C, very little. Rest in peace to him. You know, and then Cali. I didn't really listen to a lot of radio cats growing up from Cali back then, man. But I did hear, again, going back to the battle purposes, like I've watched a lot of battles with Shortcut,
Okay.
Bobcat, the Beat Junkies, man. Yo, Cash Money. I cannot forget Cash Money, DJ Cash Money from Philadelphia. You know, so I had it good growing up.
Yeah.
But point is, man, in my opinion, I think radio was dead by 2000 and I'm gonna say 2013. I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Now there was a certain station here, and I won't go into any names because I don't particularly care for one of the DJs on the station, right? But I will say that on the weekends they had a mean lineup. And I only listened to one show on the weekends. And this particular DJ on the weekends, he's Caribbean DJ. I remember turning him on one night because I was bored. I was just bored. So I'm like, let me just turn around. Let me see what's going on. And I heard all this yelling and screaming and all these sound effects. And I was like, what is that? And from that moment, like I was captivated. I said, okay, this right here, this was different.
This is it.
This is it.
Yeah.
In the words of Lucchini, this is it. What? Hey. So I was like, yo, this guy's an inspiration to me, yo. He woke something up inside of me because, whoa, was I sleeping? And for years and
Yeah.
years, like I just listened and I studied how he did it. And I actually told him at one point, I was like, "Yo, you're an inspiration to me, bro. Like, I just started listening to you, maybe not that long ago, but you're an inspiration to me, bro."
Mm,
Like, and he from Brooklyn,
mm,
you know. Um, and then he just recently changed his name back in like 2015, 16, maybe like 17. And
mm.
yo, he is a problem.
Yeah.
He's another one of my idols, man. But I say all it is to say that station was lacking versatility. And I'm saying versatility in the sense of
Genre.
genre, right? I'm saying versatility in terms of taking their people on a musical journey because not all Caribbean people want to hear hip hop, reggae, dancehall, soca,
Yeah.
and R&B and hip hop
Even trap.
24 hours a day.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear that. There's so much more on mm,
Oh,
there's so much more out there than just that typical, typical stuff.
yeah. And this brings us to our next segue on people being exposed to different genres. Okay.
Get exposed. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Get exposed. Open your
Yeah.
mind. Look. I'm about to hurt some feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can open your mouths and talk about whose family member you don't like and why you don't like them and how she need to go sit down somewhere, how he need to go sit down somewhere. But you can never say, Keisha, girl, you know what? I'm about to play some country music today. I feeling country.
Yeah, I'm about to play some WAP today.
Girl,
Yeah.
Robert, I'm about to put on some boots on the ground. And I know for a fact I don't listen to boots on the ground. I don't even know I just said that, yo. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 That's it. Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I can
You
say,
know
man.
what?
Get exposed.
You know what? You feel like listen to some Wham. Yeah.
You see, it's you. See, it's not even me anymore, yo. Now it's you. Yo, what happened?
What?
Between 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago and today.
Nothing. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. And we want to wait to listen enough.
Y'all see the look on my face, right? I don't believe none of this, yo.
We want to wait to listen up from being
Stagnant.
no, I ain't gonna use something musically asleep.
Okay.
Let that sink in.
All right.
Some of y'all are musically asleep.
Word.
And what I mean by that is some of y'all have gotten too
Comfortable.
listening to the same genres
Yep.
of music. There's more than just your R&B, hip hop, trap, reggae.
So, right.
Ain't that right? Nobody. Yeah. It's cool if you want to play it once in a while. I mean, you don't have to be every day. Yeah, you can pull out some 50 Cent one day, and then you can pull out some Paul McCartney the next day. Well, an hour from now. Ain't that right? He's losing it right now.
Yo, this guy, man.
What?
This guy right here to my right hand side, man. This guy, I can honestly say, has motivated me to even become even more open minded.
Okay. Yeah.
As far as musically, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because I don't know. The bubble because we got exposed by we would get on the bus to school. That might have been why too, don't you think?
Quite so.
Want to elaborate on that a little bit?
I mean, again, like I said on the first podcast, man, just going to school, man, and hearing different genres of music. Back in the day, well, no, I can't even say back in the day because they still do it. Shout out to
School buses.
Magic 106.7.
Guess 108.
They used to play some really good back in the day, man. They
Some good
really,
old
really
pop
did.
rock and country.
Man, they were jamming back in the day. But that was where I got no, not Kiss. Yeah, I mean Kiss was a part of it too, but Kiss was I heard Kiss went away more or less when I went to Perkins though.
Okay.
Like that whole thing. But
Yeah. Like our man Reggie was listening to what was he listening to? Magic?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's shout out to my guy, man. That brother right there, man. We're gonna get him on podcast episode 2. Um but yeah, man, I mean just back in the day, man, like hearing the different genres of music, hearing them cycle through all of that stuff, man, was so prevalent to me. Um and it just
Yeah. On the bus hearing Katy Perry.
right.
On the bus hearing
Well, was she out back then? 20 years ago?
no, so not Katy Perry. Um the
I mean,
Vanessa Carlton.
yeah, like stuff like that.
Hoover Steak.
Yeah, yeah, like see stuff
Yeah,
like that,
yeah, some Papa Rock.
like I'm gonna yo, I probably told this story on the first podcast, but I'm gonna reiterate it again, man. I remember one day going to school and there was a certain way that or the bus driver took
To the Murphy.
to get to the Murphy,
Mhm.
but it was uh on this particular day, man, when I heard
What they post?
Ferdinand's
Take me out.
Take Me Out. And that was some funky 2000s like rock. And I was like,
Mhm.
dun, dun, and I'm like, yo, what is that? That's kind of nice. And it wasn't loud, it wasn't overpowering, it wasn't
You talking about the song?
yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that.
Like the guitar wasn't too
Distorted.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
was nice.
It was too yeah.
But yo, man, just hearing stuff like that was prevalent for me.
Yeah, me as
Um,
well.
and then I guess really honestly and truly, like after a while, because when we, obviously when we graduated,
Mhm.
we stopped hearing music on the school bus, but maybe not in the car, maybe not on the radio, maybe not.
Yeah, but maybe at our place. Well, I, what you're not saying it. Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, we heard we still heard that.
you know, but like you said, being musically asleep, man, is a thing for a lot of people. And you know what? Even from a mental health perspective, because now I'm about to take this to a whole nother level. Even from a mental health perspective, you probably don't even know you're doing it.
Mhm.
See,
Like you're musically asleep.
the hip hop is obviously stereotyped with guns and this and that and blah blah blah, all the bad things. But there are some positive enforcements in hip hop. You know, again, TTSL.
Yep.
Hey, somebody need to go put that on. I need that on a shirt. TTSL, turntable save lives. I'm just saying. I need that on a shirt
Okay.
because that's a quiet but untold fact, as I often say.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
music can save lives as well.
I like
So,
TTSL better.
okay.
Because it's true, music. You're right. Music can save lives.
Yeah.
But if you want to get into this to the state of DJing per se,
Yeah.
yeah, then get something, and get busy.
Yeah.
Um,
Sean Paul.
so I mean that's really it, man. It's like I could just say, just get exposed and get busy.
Okay.
You know,
Okay. And our last thing we want to talk about when our library changed forever. We want to say a little bit.
it's your fault. There, I said it.
Okay. You want to go? You want to just want to go into depth a little bit? That's us. They don't know.
All right, man. Put it like this. Shout out to my peoples over there at OG1 real quick. What is it? OG1 or 2?
Huh? Oh, OG1.
Is 1?
Yeah.
1, 2?
Yeah.
Microphone checking 1, 2.
Okay.
Um, for those of y'all that know, I was there for a time. Shout out to all my neighbors, man, who probably know, like when you come to my mom's house,
He be hearing something upstairs.
and it was to the point where they had to call security a couple times, but we ain't gonna talk about that part. You know what I mean? Because you know, first security is cool around here, but they know I DJ. They know there's a DJ somewhere around here. So or a music lover, I should say. Two music lovers at that.
Music
Yeah,
fiend.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Music fiend.
Microphone fiend. So let me just put this guy on the spot real quick, man. It was this guy's fault. He called me one day. He was like,
Oh my God.
"Yo, um, I'm coming over there later on, cause I got something for you." What? What you got for me? We good. We don't. I don't. We good, bro. What? And long story short, man, like it. I feel like I'm never gonna get the truth out of this guy because he says that it was nothing. You know, he
It
just
wasn't at the end of the day.
yeah, bro. But you woke up. No. You woke up. You said to yourself, "I'm gonna put together a list with just a little bit as an example. I'm gonna put a list of a playlist together. I'm gonna put this list of New Edition, Cool It Now. I'm gonna put some Heat Wave in there. I'm gonna put some Michael Jackson Off the Wall.
Simple Minds.
I'm gonna put a list with Simple Minds in it. What happened?
I say it was nothing. Maybe it was subconscious. Maybe it had something to do with the listener. Like I said before, being musically asleep.
Or was it you?
No. Probably more so the listener being musically asleep. In our library, at a point, it was stagnant.
Yeah, it was, bro. But again, I
What?
see it's different. Like
What? What?
I'm trying to figure out how how I can justify this. Um, if you can see what's on a screen, and I don't mean see what's on the screen as you're looking it up on YouTube. No, I'm talking about they have DJ programs where you can see the BPM, where you can see the artist,
The song name
and
the year came out.
yes, in some cases, and it'll probably give you a BPM or two. If you can see that, that's one thing. I think for us, we were starting out. We were starting from a genuine standpoint of, okay, we're gonna approach this from a uh from a
CDs.
no, we're gonna approach this from a, I don't want to say basic perspective, but more or less like a okay,
I mean, genres.
yeah, we're gonna start here. We know we're not gonna have everything, but if we take our time, and I think just for us, like subconsciously, man, it was like it just worked out that way.
Yeah, maybe some. I won't say we were musically asleep, but the library probably showed it that it was.
That it was, yeah. See that? Yeah, see, it's my guy. See, that's what I was trying to say, but I couldn't think of it.
Yeah.
But hey, yo, man, quickly too. There's one more thing I want to touch on.
What's that?
As far as the state of DJing too, and I want to touch on and this probably be safe for the next episode, man. Nate Dogg and Snoop Dogg, you know, yo, shout out to, well, now just thinking about it because there's two other things I want to touch on.
Okay.
Yeah,
we say that for next one.
There's I want to touch on the mixtape culture, the definition of the mixtape, and I want to touch on the blend culture.
Take them to school.
That part. But yeah, man, as far as our library is concerned, man, yeah, it showed that we were very stagnant, but it's still, it's your fault.
Probably not subconsciously.
Right.
about the library show. Like, like we had a starting point.
Right.
Like with 80s, we had New Edition, the Simple Minds. Well, yeah, on the 80s WAPs side, we started there, and we just slowly added. And our library is continuing to grow.
It's his fault. Listen,
we're still growing.
I will say, if anybody ever decides to book one of us, and that's for radio or because you need us to do a party,
you're not gonna be musically asleep now.
He said it, not me. I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say more or less along the lines of just get ready to strap your seatbelts in, man.
Yeah.
Cause it's gonna be a good time, man. I don't play fair. We don't play fair. Shout outs to BNN. Shout out to my peoples over there, Boston Neighborhood Network. They gave me an opportunity. Almost damn 9 years ago.
2018. That's
17.
Yeah. Yeah. We were taking on that. Well, not how it was now. How it is now.
Well, oh God, yeah. Jesus. Hey man, they gave me an opportunity, and you know, I won't talk too much about that because that's for another project, and then some.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the moral of the story, man. Get exposed, open your mind,
and wake up.
Open your mind like you open your mouth. I was gonna say something else, but I think that would have been. I mean, it's just the Phylta podcast, man. But do those two things. Open your mind, get exposed, and get busy, man. Yo, we want to thank everyone for tapping into the No Filter podcast. Once again, man, this has been a great episode. You know, I gotta give you credit, guy. I gotta give you credit. I didn't think you were gonna come through tonight, but you did. You did. So, on that note, we'll be back in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, March 30th.
3:30, 26. Not 3:30 for all my my dyslexic folks. I mean, if you want 3:30 p.m., I mean, we could, try to do something like that too. But 3:30, March 26th, or 2K26, as we say in the Caribbean and ting them. Yo, show us truly some guy, Castrawdis, aka Carl, aka the Golden Voice, and to my right,
Rakiem Strickland, the organizer of Family and Friends Living Healthy, the Summer Saturday Morning Walking Group. Continue to strive and have a positive impact on others. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. And what we'd like to say?
On that note, what I'd like to say personally is, like I said earlier, get exposed, open your mind, and get busy. But also, you got one more thing to do. Actually, a couple more things to do. Be kind to others, love one another, respect one another. And what's my famous line at the end of it all? Don't get on my nerves. On that note, we out of here. Holla at you later. Peace.